This is the first time little girl Heidi meets her grandfather. She politely steps forward to greet him, but grandfather doesn't like her and even wants to send her away. Aunt quickly pulls Heidi back, gives a brief explanation, and then leaves her alone. Noticing this, grandfather turns around and closes the door, ignoring Heidi's cries outside. With no other choice, as her parents have passed away and her aunt no longer wants her, plus her grandfather being an eccentric old man, Heidi can only go to the unlocked sheep pen next door and hug a little lamb to spend this lonely night. The next day, grandfather goes to the sheep pen to milk the sheep. Heidi quickly greets him, but grandfather still ignores her. However, he still hands the freshly squeezed sheep's milk to Heidi, which makes her very happy. Yet, grandfather says he will send her away after she finishes drinking. Heidi thought grandfather would take her in, so she lowers her head in disappointment. The pastor does a simple check on Heidi and says the child is very healthy, but the pastor will only go to the city in 3 days to see if anyone is willing to adopt her. Grandfather reluctantly agrees to bring her back in 3 days. On the way back, grandfather walks in front while Heidi follows behind. After arriving home, Heidi timidly asks if she will sleep in the sheep pen again tonight, but grandfather indicates she can sleep wherever she wants, so she excitedly runs into the house. However, the first floor is too shabby, so she runs to the second floor, which is piled with soft, dry hay. Heidi is very easily satisfied and rolls happily in the haystack. With no one else to rely on, she expresses her desire to stay and live with grandfather. Grandfather remains silent, but his heart has already begun to waver. In the morning, Heidi is awakened by Peter, the boy who grazes the sheep. She excitedly runs out, drinks a big gulp of fresh sheep's milk, washes her little face with clear stream water, then carries her bag and goes herding with Peter. Heidi is like a spirit, running freely barefoot on the slopes of the Alps. Gazing at the endless mountains, Heidi is enchanted. These past few days, they have frolicked together in the grass, but happiness is always short-lived. Today, Heidi dejectedly tells Peter that she can no longer play with him because the 3-day agreement has expired, and grandfather will send her away. However, when Heidi returns home, she is surprised to find an extra chair in the house. Only then does she realize that grandfather does not intend to send her away. Heidi happily hugs grandfather. Just as they are getting along better and better, Aunt suddenly comes here again. She wants to take Heidi away, claiming to send her to accompany a wealthy family's daughter to study. However, naive Heidi does not know that her aunt actually intends to sell her.